term, just curb stomping.
Yeah.
It's so easy on this map because there's only a couple ways you can come from, right?
Yeah,
so as long as you
approach
set yourself up and you control that bridge, which they are not doing at the moment, it's very easy to hold the zone. Although it looks like it's going to go back here. They lost control of that bridge, and as the bridge goes, so do the zones.
Really good placement of the rain, too, as it allows them to clear out 2, 3. Oh, man. Whoa. Wow, 3, almost a kind of a delayed 4. That is rough for Team Splateen, as free agents are still pressuring in the base.
A little bit of an overextension there, and you
Sure.
got to be careful. That's kind of how you give up these big advantages we were talking about. You need to build up your specials, and you can't just sit all the way back, but it can get rough. Jam here on this dry slosher. You're a slosher main, right?
Slosher is definitely, my favorite, but down he goes. Well done with the roller to just slam him down.
This is one of the newer rollers here, and a very fun one at that. Anything that has the splat bomb can move around pretty well. Gonna try to pressure a little more, but I think it's too little too late.
That extra pressure was honestly, it was just a suicide to protect.
It was, and that's one of the reasons why rollers can be so scary, is because if they go down, you did get a kill there, but if they're wearing quick respawn, they can jump right back in. They can continue put the pressure on. And Splatoon there at the top.
Not even running Gloom.
Nah, 10K A, so that's pretty sharp, I would say. Yeah, we talked about the roller for good reasons.
Yeah, it definitely, definitely did what it's supposed to do. It brought the damage, it brought the ink, and helped run the map.
Going to be moving on to our next match here. Looks like Rainmaker on Blackbelly Skate Park. I'm not 100% sure that this list is consistent with the list we got, but let's talk about Rainmaker Blackbelly Skate Park because it's what's on our screen.
It is. I mean, I guess a big part of it is being able to get past that central area. You know, you have the giant pillar in the middle, which can either allow you to move freely forward or can completely stonewall you to get anywhere. Being able to control the high ground, I mean, I guess Obi-Wan Kenobi said it best.
This map is really a lot of hurry up and wait. You're right. If you're stuck there in the middle, you're kind of open. But if you get an opening, it does not take long to go from 100 to 0. It's not as bad as Splatoon 1, thankfully. No. But it is by no means something that that you can.
It's not that much better.
No,
than
it's
Splatoon
not that
1.
much better. It's some people would still call it a meme pick. I like it a little more than that. But I also love Rainmaker, so I'm a little biased.
I do like Rainmaker. I'm going to be a little sad. I do miss the tornado.
Yeah.
But it's a welcome change to go to the explosion that they have here in Splatoon 2. It's an easier thing to balance.
It's scary.
Just from a logic of or just from the standpoint of balance. It's easier to balance around the explosion than it was that wild tornado.
It is. That tornado, I swear its hitboxes wrote themselves as the shot was being fired.
As it was going, it was like, maybe I'll hit you.
It's like
maybe I'll get your teammate 10 feet to the right.
It's like that magic 8-ball. It's like, will this hit? Shake, shake, shake. Tornado hits, yes.
Ooh.
So here we go. So we will be getting Tower Control Wahoo World
that
instead.
Makes a little more sense.
The Rainmaker will come in Mako Mart, but Tower Control Wahoo World. What are your opinions on Tower Control as a whole? You don't have to go into Wahoo World, but tell me.
Okay, Tower Control is easily my most favorite game mode. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that probably disagree with me, but I really like it because I like the little bit of strategy that you can get with the tower. Having suction bombs makes it easy, but when I played in Splatoon 1 a lot, I had the angles for everything to be able to land. I forget the triangle bomb's proper name.
Splat bombs.
Splat bomb. Okay. I was able to land splat bombs on that thing from anywhere. So I think having good grenade control is very important on this. But I think it's you said hurry up and wait earlier. This is the epitome of hurry up and wait.
And this
is panic.
And this is a great map for that as well, because there are sections of this where you can see on that tower path, it's wide open. It is in the middle of everywhere, but at the same time, if all of you go down, there's not much you can do. And we see a GooTuber. Wow, all right. We've got a GooTuber. We've got a couple Stingrays here on the map. You've seen what Stingray can do to tower, right, man?
Yeah.
It is. You think grenades are bad? There is a reason that people do not like this mode, and a lot of it is because of that Stingray. Both of these teams taking a little bit to get to the center here.
Whoa, Richie.
Whoa.
Not going to get punished entirely. Trading 1 for 1 is pretty good in that situation. It looked like he was just going to get run down, but 3-2, that's a push.
It is a push, and he opened things up for the rest of the team as well. Sometimes that's what you have to do. Even if you go down, sometimes taking that position and forcing the opponent out of that position.
Yeah.
Of course, you always want to get the kill, but it's important to know when you can get what.
Right. Position, you weren't fully saying it, but position is almost as good as a kill in some situations.
Yeah, especially if you have a nice double team. Like right now, Kyle is going to allow Richie to push up there. Richie got that kill very easily. That Inkjet's going to follow it up. That's some fine teamwork right here from Team Splateen. They're looking completely different this game.
Yeah, it's hard to say early on. As you know, we're barely a minute into this match, and pushing is pretty much even.
Oh, there's that torpedo that we talked about earlier, the baller to follow it up. But as we said earlier, that is just right in the middle of everywhere.
Yeah.
Chris is going to be able to sneak right around here. You see Chris going down, but they're going to have to waste even more time getting back to the tower. So we'll see now. At this point, it's important for the free agents to have composure.
Yeah. Thankfully, this one's a little bit easier to break through than the next one, in my personal opinion, because what you get in terms of high ground when trying to pressure... Oh, no. Oh, not if this happens. I was going to say that Team Splateen... Oh, no. they honestly just can't get any ground right now.
No, and that baller, Jeff doing a great job just barely getting away from that, but... Okay, it looks like they were able to come back around the backside. So what you said did come to fruition eventually, but it was looking dicey for a second.
I was gonna, I thought I was gonna go into a good point with they have the high ground, they're able to actually defend against this one, but it melted very, very quickly.
It did. Speaking of melt, here goes that Stingray. Was able to get a few hits on one, but not able to get a kill. I would have liked to have seen one or two go down there because, again, you can see now they've moved down. One is already down, and poor Kevin was up against 3 people on that tower.
Yeah.
And this is really important as we see Jeff get a nice kill. Jeff's going to have to be the MVP. He's their Stingray user, so that has to be able to contribute. But they're also the longest range weapon on the map right now. And when your opponent has a Rapid Blaster as well as a Splatling, your long-range player needs to play immaculately if you're going to get a win.
Because you're just going to have someone in your face. So
right. And you look at the rest of his team, they're all really good weapons, but they need paint control. And that's the weakness of a long-range weapon. You get somebody like Richie up in your face.
Ran around him.
Yep.
Quick little dance. Also, in case no one's noticed, the colors are wrong. They're flipped. Free agency is orange.
Colors are flipped. Richie continuing. Man, let me tell you, the sloshing machine fell out of favor for a little while, but this new variant, the Kensa sloshing machine, has come back with a force, the buffs as well to the splashdown here. The last one who can say anything about this is going to be Jam, who is now forced away from the action.
And he's dead.
He is. I think this one is going to take that long, painful walk all the way to 0, and the free agents going up 2-0.
Yeah, another blackout. Full 500 for him.
Oh, man.
It's not looking good.
It is not looking good for Team Splateen. Take a look there. The KS, I know a little small, but you see 17 for Richie.
Oh my goodness, he actually went off this game.
He did. It's a very powerful weapon, especially that hitbox it just seems to hone in on whoever it chooses to be shot near. That's what it feels like at times. A direct and an indirect gets you a kill in this game too.
Yeah. I mean, it's the benefit of playing a slosher. I don't know. I think that one is just really lovely because it's the perks of a slosher and kind of a blaster.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how a lot of people would describe it, is that hybrid between the two. We're going to move along now to Rainmaker on Mako Mart.
Interesting. Are they swapping out Richie?
It looks like it. Going to be doing that. They do have 5 people on their roster, as we've shown earlier, so it looks like we're going to get a swap here. Something that's seen very commonly in top-level Splatoon as well.
Okay.
Because, you know, teams will usually have 5, maybe even 6 people on it, and because there's so many maps, so many modes, so many weapons,
something a little better.
You might have someone who fits that puzzle a little bit better. Sometimes it could be a matter of bringing in a long-range player as opposed to a short-range player. But here, I think they're just trying to get the full roster in. Or, I know that Richie was saying earlier that he did have a Smash Ultimate pool, so he may be running off to do that. Will we get
probably is.
Yeah, will we get somebody else coming in here? So, what are your impressions so far of Splatoon? I know you've said you're a little bit newer to it, but you've also said that you pick up on things quick. So what are you noticing?
Well, from what I'm noticing, it's still the lovely game of ground control. if you have any amount of ground control over your opponent, you can defend or you can attack, depending on which point you're coming from. But what I am noticing is that it feels a little more kill heavy. It feels like you can, as much as you can control that ground, it feels like it can be taken away a lot faster. Any level of, I mean, maybe it's because it's a LAN event and I didn't play the highest of high levels.
Sure.
But the moment that a proper opening of any level, even if it's one guy down, you're going in. You are moving as fast as you can. In online, you see a lot of, there's 2 guys down and it's still hesitant because people can't talk. But in this, the moment there's a chink in the armor, things just get absolutely broken wide open.
That is the mark of a good team, that decisiveness. And the coordination, too, to know that one is down and only one is down.
Right.
But that was the only person on the left side. Let's go take that left side. Let's paint. Let's build our specials. Let's make a full-on attack.
Right. It's not just a grind for whatever the objective is. It is a grind for, again, more ground.
Yep. The game may have changed, but the fundamentals of it have not.
No, and they're just not expedited, but they're improved in a LAN event. So I blame communication. If Splatoon had some sort of voice chat, 1, I'd hear a lot of 12-year-olds.
That is true.
And 2, I would hear probably a lot of 12-year-olds that are smarter than me telling me exactly what to do, and I'd be able to work with them. So
the prodigies in this game, man. There's some.
My goodness.
I
wish
like
we could
top
turn the
teams
camera.
of like 14 and 15-year-olds,
Yeah.
and it's frustrating for an elder statesman like myself. But at the same time, if you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a meritocracy. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win.
That's true.
If you are the guy, that's how it goes.
So I do believe, we have our sub back in. So we will be starting this match without too much delay. We got a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, I believe, actually, as we move here into this last game. What I want to see here from Team Splateen, because we've talked about the free agents and what they're doing well, what I would like to see Team Splateen do is I would like to see them group up a little bit and not go out and put themselves in these bad situations. Now, we're going to give credit here to the free agents for going through the open door, but I feel like that door is being opened for them. You're seeing a lot of situations where one person will jump down, and that can be a mark of inexperience. It can be a mark of just everyone's in my face and I feel like I need to do something. But
it's a problem when someone goes down there without any backup.
And there are 4 people. You only get 4 people. If 1 goes down, that is a quarter of your forces. 2 go down, that's half. 3 goes down, you've lost objective and you may have lost the lead. So take a moment. Catch your breath, jump in with somebody. Maybe that means that 2 goes down, but one of the greatest quotes in Splatoon, and this applies to a lot of things, but it's a great quote for the game. Good players win 1v1s. Great players never get in 1v1s. Pick your 2v1s, pick out the opponents. We've seen some great plays be made by a lot of different members of Team Splateen. It's just going to be a matter of setting up more 2v1s and attacking the opponent from there.
And hopefully they can actually find them. We are going to Mako Mart.
Yeah.
So,
Mako Mart's very compressed.
Yeah, a little hard to find those 2v1s. You're going to see a lot of, I would say, 3v2s and 3v3s more than you'll find anything else.
And we've already seen free agents being willing to run a rapid blaster, and blasters are so strong on this map. I don't think we've seen one from Team Splateen, a blaster of any variety.
I believe you're correct.
We'll see right now if they make the change here. Rainmaker can go very, very fast here. We say that a lot when it comes to Rainmaker, but it is just one quick path down that right side or the more prolonged left side. Let's take a look. That's a Nautilus coming out, some Gluga dualies. One of the more unconventional compositions that you're going to see coming out from the free agents.
And no blasters across the board, unless
All
I'm
right.
mistaken.
Well, I'm a liar.
Interesting. I guess it could be a little bit rough if you end up with the Rainmaker and a blaster, as they kind of fill a similar style. This is exactly what they needed. A wipe so early, and they are just going to run it down.
Oh, Jam's got to find a way to slow this down.
Oh,
Splatoon is already there.
Okay, the colors are correct this time. I was like, oh man, Team Splateen's actually going to come right in on this, but that was free agents actually taking it to them.
That was. You saw them get picked out a little bit by themselves here. Now the Rainmaker does reset. They're going to opt to grab it and not leave it up to chance. Jeff moving in, maybe swinging just a little bit early. I think he could have moved up just a little bit further, but does have that inkjet, going to at least ward off some of the pressure on this side. But it calls out to the left. Now they've moved back over. Wow. Jeff, can you stop this by yourself? No.
Not quite.
No.
Can't pick it up. Playing very patient, waiting for the rest of the team to get in there. They only have 3 members alive right now. The 4th one, I guess, was just respawning. So is the Rainmaker in a sense, as it was about to reset.
They had to grab it there, and I like the use of the bomb rush there to make sure that nobody's going to sneak up here, find their way through. It looks like one did jump up, but they're there to clean it up, so this is good. Now I'd like to see them move up, and there we go. Another one down, and a 2v1. We called it.
There we go. It's the things that this map honestly just forces. You were going to see 2v2, 2v1 accidentally more so than on purpose. You don't see that. Oh no, that. Ooh, good dodge. But I feel like you're not going to see someone go in for a 1v2 unless it's desperation.
Right.
Which, I mean, we saw Spectre.
Yeah.
Haley take swings there.
He had to, and you know, good presence of mind there from Galoom, just kind of holding that Rainmaker back. I know that's not going to show up on the stat sheet as a kill or even an assist, but holding them there allowed the rest of the team to come in, and that was looking like a pretty good opportunity for Team Splateen until that got slowed down.
And there's things that the stat sheet just can't quite show.
Sonic's gonna grab the Rainmaker here. Gonna maybe opt to move it left, now pivots right. You see, because there is the spawn right up there, it can be scary to push it this way because they're gonna literally fall down on top of you, but it's also the shorter path.
He's gonna live.
He's the last one though.
He's just gonna run.
Yeah. Full wipe, good defense. No points lost here, and now Jeff's gonna get the chance to paint the map, and this is gonna be the turning point for Team Splateen if they are able to make a push. They need to find a way to get Jeff up, and he goes down in the middle of his inkjet. That's the opposite of what we were looking for, yeah.
He does hold on to 52 charge, so it's not like he got zeroed for it, but it's not where you want to sit.
No, and especially because that's your frontliner. That is your ace in that situation to open things up. And when that goes down, everything else just kind of slows down sequentially. We talk a lot about kind of pushes being on a rubber band where the back line gets pulled along with the front line and they drag along the mid line too. But if any one of those goes down, it's just too much tension on one side. Yeah, it snaps.
All right. This could be the push they're looking for as Splatoon has 2 down for himself. Helps to work down a 3rd.
Whoa, all right, a little highlight reel shot there. That was a direct, too.
Great drop in, too. Oh, no.
Oh,
wow, not enough. Great stuff from Splateen to just keep this defense going, but with a minute left, I don't think they have the time to push out.
No, and it's not even going to get to that. Yep, we are ending it there. A 3-0 victory for the free agents over Team Splateen. They get their first win, some high fives on the right, but smiles on the left as well. A hard-fought set.
Yeah, hard-fought, and they, it's unfortunate that they got into game 3 like that because they looked like they were gonna, they came out weak. Let's be real, they came out pretty weak, but as it wore on, they started to look a little bit more solid. They could just never really find the ground back, and it's the compressed nature of that map. If you can't establish any ground, you really can't establish any ground.